Jokes about dogs pooping and humans picking it up. Check. And that one has been done several times. Shit, Family Guy has done about 5 of those jokes. And I tell you, all 5 of those are more clever than the one that they got here.
World run by dogs. I mean, I kind of want to explore this universe.
Oh, you like role reversal? Okay.
Pick up my poop! I'm not picking up your poop.
Hey, you, pick up that poop.
Now, whether you find that funny or not, there's some thought behind it. You know, this was just like, you know, dogs poop and people pick it up. Ha ha. There it is. At least for me, I don't know. You know, the 10% of actual story that they have here, the 10% of actual story that they do have here, I've seen that done better in a lot of things. Late in the Tramp, shit, I've seen it be done better in the League of Super Pets. They have one storyline that's ripped right out of that. Double Toasted on Broadway. The great musical that everybody's been waiting on. No, actually, we're going to replace that poster right there. We're only saying that because we're going to be at the Broadway Comedy Club September 29th for a night of comedy. It's going to be very, well, all our shows have a big emphasis on comedy, but this one even more so. We're going to be at the Broadway Comedy Club September 9th. Going to be in the Red Room. The show is at 10 p.m. That's a Friday. Tickets are $25, and it is very limited space. I think we're going to have about 50 seats available in there, and we want to fill those seats because we want to make this a regular thing. It's an intimate show. I'm going to be coming out and talking to the audience and doing a little, I guess you could say a little stand-up in a way, but it's going to be, you know, just a little comedy, a little different from what we do. And then we'll bring Oz out, and then we'll do a little more traditional double toasted stuff. And then we're going to probably have some people come up and do some comedy on their own, do a little open mic night, and let the crowd, the audience, judge how you do. So if we can make this a regular thing, we'll try to do it every other month, and we'll be in New York every other month, hopefully at the Broadway Comedy Club. That's if we can actually fill the room. So come on out and get your tickets. People, we're about to talk about them dogs. We are about, all right, you good, girl? How about that? Oh, she's still mad at you, Martin.
No. Maybe she'll like me on this one.
Martin. She said, we people of color got to stick together, Martin. But people, we're about to talk about Strays. Now, if you're old enough to remember this is not to be confused with the 1991 TV movie.
They're not afraid at all.
It's a horror movie.
Yeah.
Kathleen Quinlan, Timothy Busfield,
and a whole bunch of cats. People, this is
we not watching this on a weekly roast.
we need to. This is a TV movie back in the day. It was just about a bunch of killer cats, a bunch of pissed off killer stray cats, man. And I gotta show y'all another scene because they try to build up suspense and they try to build up horror, and the more they try to be horrible, the sillier and funny it is.
Of course.
They're raping the baby. Now, go watch it. I love the way she throw these fake cats. You see that damn dog? She threw
a pillow. Bitch, I know you in there. That girl's too old to be in a crib.
Them cats were fiending after that milk. You saw them cats on one bottle.
I know.
That's like about 10 crackheads on one pipe.
I love it. It's so full of cats.
Yeah.
Picking them up.
It's like
just layers of them.
Like 50 meth heads on one rock.
Right.
Yeah, man. Look at that cat. They got that cat stapled to that board right there. That cat's glued to that wood. Help me, man. That's a TV movie from 1991, starring a bunch of nasty cats. Now, we're not here to talk about a bunch of nasty cats. We're here to talk about these nasty ass dogs.
Today is gonna be the best day ever. This motherfucker right here. What you want?
It's in the trailer. It's a Red Bear trailer, man. Yeah, you didn't know that? Yeah, he's a dog is looking at you talking about Julie. Yeah.
Perm and shit.
What did you just say?
There you go,
I would
Red.
hate for this to get violent. Hey, Gnome, I'm your father. It's good to finally meet you, even under these strange circumstances.
Now, you know they CG'd out the people when they're like making them dogs pushing the dogs into these things, really making the dogs hump. Like, look at Reggie right here. You know somebody's pushing Reggie's dick into their gnome right there. Look at
Good to
that.
finally meet Reggie. Even under these strange circumstances.
They have people dressed in green suits holding these dogs.
You think so?
Hell yeah.
I mean, I just wonder if they just CGI the whole thing.
Oh shit! They had a string on his penis, and or maybe they are CG bodies. That is true. See, that's why you need to be a I would not be a special effects director. You would, because I want to do it the hard way.
What are you doing? Stop that! You gotta get a suit.
Man, we all dress up in green suits and push the dog's dick into things.
Go back to your trailer. Let me talk to you after this is over.
Fire that guy.
Circumstances.
Reggie.
And again, as always, I shouldn't even have to make this disclaimer, but I speak solely for myself. Just in case people don't agree with me here in this room, or you out there. But listen, just to get right down to it, you're looking at this trailer for a movie, and I'm gonna tell you that for myself, there's probably about 10% of movie here. The other 90% is just sex jokes and dogs cussing, and I get it. That's the point. At least I think it is. I don't know.
If that ain't the point, I don't know what is.
Well, I think the point is that it's kind of a spoof. Now, maybe I'm reading into this too much. I think this might be a spoof of those, the talking animal movies, the one where all the animals are violent. When CG came around, we could make their mouths moves with the CG mouths.
I think that if I'm gonna be a secret agent, I should have a better name. I was thinking Toto Annihilation.
Okay, all right.
those awful movies that they stopped making 20 years ago.
Yeah, that's cats and dogs. We had a lot more of these during that time. But these were kids' movies. And as you can see with Strays, it's very much not a kids' movie with these animals in here cussing and talking nasty and talking about biting penises and ripping them off. And that could be funny if it was clever. I'm down with it. I ain't talking about this because I'm offended. All right, I'm not. I'm offended if you have a gimmick and you make that's the only thing. Because this is one of the most trifling ass attempts at humor that I've seen. It's a one-note gimmick. It's a one-note gimmick that they ride out for 90 minutes. Listen, these are jokes that would be a side chuckle in any other movie. But they're the main star here. They act like these jokes are that clever. They got, they has to be the majority of the movie. And everyone has done them, y'all. There's a checklist of these jokes that you've seen over and over again. Dogs peeing, check. Dogs humping, check. Female dogs being called bitches, check. Dogs pooping, check. Let me see. Let me show y'all something here. Dogs pooping, check. Jokes about dogs pooping and humans picking it up, check. And that one has been done several times. Shit, Family Guy has done about 5 of those jokes. And I tell you, all 5 of those are more clever than the one that they got here.
World run by dogs. I mean, I kind of want to explore this universe.
Oh, you like role reversal? Okay.
Pick up my poop! I'm not picking up your poop.
Hey, you, pick up that poop.
Now, whether you find that funny or not, there's some thought behind it. This was just like, dogs poop and people pick it up. Ha ha. There it is. At least for me, I don't know. The 10% of actual story that they have here, the 10% of actual story that they do have here, I've seen that done better in a lot of things. Lady and the Tramp, shit, I've seen it be done better in the League of Super Pets. They have one storyline that's ripped right out of that. Now, whether I ain't saying that they copied it, but it's they did it first. I saw it there first before I saw it here. I'm gonna pass it on, but I'm gonna say this.
Oh wait, you don't have a flip side to this.
I'll let you know if I do. Maybe not. Do I? I don't know.
I was like, wow, I can't wait to hear the flip side.
Because
the butt out.
Yeah, the butt.
However,
I'm gonna pass it on, y'all can have it. Because I'm gonna end this with apologies right here. I'm gonna say that for all those people who have submitted decent, I ain't talking about great. I'm talking about decent scripts to a studio or to Hollywood or to an agent or to a producer, and they had that shit rejected, I am sorry for you. I'm even kind of mad for you. Because if this movie right here proves anything, that Hollywood is a system, a club where you can get the worst things done just because you're in, that's this movie right here. You know, if this script, not this movie, if this script had been sent to an agent the way it is right now, they would have threw that shit in the trash. The movie's not even consistent. You know, there's a scene in here where this dog, Reggie talks about how his owner, played by Will Forte, voiced by Will Ferrell. Reggie talks about how his owner does weird things with his penis because he doesn't understand the concept, as all dogs, you know, understand the concept of masturbation with, for humans, that is. And then later he talks about masturbation, using the word masturbation like he's known it the whole time. So, you know, I don't even put any real thought behind the details in this because they're so infatuated with the sex and cussing and everything.
Well, I think originally Reggie was delusional.
Yeah.
Then as he started to learn, figure out what Doug was really about, it was coming to him.
Now I got more to say, but and I'll say my piece. Just keep him. And now listen, I'm just gonna say this. I got more to say, but let me go ahead and pass it on, please.
Well, you're wrong.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I said it wrong. You're not wrong.
Okay, this is going to be interesting.
No, everything you said is true. There is you can see that it's made because of the people involved in it.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you got big names.
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell, Will Forte,
Jamie Foxx. Yeah, he's been in everything lately.
And it's produced by Miller and Lord, who have the track record of making all the best
I didn't
comedies.
even know that, man.
Yeah, I caught their names.
Good Boys? They do the Good Boys?
No.
No.
They make good Phil Miller and
the Spider-Verse movies.
Yeah.
And 21 Jump.
They make good
Jump
movies.
Streets and the Lego movies and. Yeah, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Their name is something where you're like, oh. Okay. Now usually it's like when it's something they direct, you're like, all right, this is gonna be good. But they're producers on this, so it had to be somebody within the circle's idea who got it pushed through. And you're right, if it had been just a group of amateurs or somebody who wrote an earnest script and turned this in, it would have been an executive would have wiped their ass with it, which would have been appropriate. The idea of these dogs just being raunchy for the sake of it. But occasionally, I did find myself where some of the jokes would hit. I would say it had about a 25% hit rate on the jokes, especially the longer it went on. And a lot of it was funny just because of Jamie Foxx. He's got, he's almost like the GOAT lately. He's just got a delivery that could take something. I could hear him say something and it would make me laugh, and I would look at it, analyze it, go like, on paper that's not funny. But he knew how to say it. He knew how to deliver it. He knew how to deliver it.
Yeah, exactly.
And and so I ended up not hating the movie like I did at first. I do think they dropped the F-bomb way too. It's just it's just saying it's just a crutch at some point. It's like, man, that wasn't even necessary. Matter of fact, I bet y'all could have done the same movie without the R rating if you had really worked at it, but nobody wanted to do that. But I also found that with so many of these kind of road trip, especially the raunchy road trip movies, I just noticed like, y'all just going on a bunch of tangents. And I was like, you know what? I kind of was with them for the journey through the whole thing. So, I don't know, man.
Yeah, when you talk about dropping the word in all the sex jokes, this feels amateurish. It feels like it was written by 12-year-olds who just started to learn how to cuss, who just started learning about sex. And they're just fascinated with it now because they've never got to use it. They never got to say it. Now they're around other people that can do it and none of them know how.
Right.
But so here's the kicker though. I don't hate the movie.
Yeah.
I don't. As much as I have disdain for most of this movie, I don't hate it. As the movie, I'm gonna tell you, as the movie went on, it got a little better. A little, I enjoyed the assembly of the dog personalities in this. I like the big dog. I like
Randall Park.
Randall Park, yeah. I like the big dog who couldn't make the police force and he wears a cone on his head out of security. Bug, who is Jamie Foxx's character, man.
He's the star of the movie to me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, Bug. First of all, the dog is cute. Okay, the dog himself is cute, so I like that. But Bug, he's the stray that hangs out with the home dogs, the dogs that have families.
Right.
And I kind of like that dynamic that, the strays, every now and then they go and they tell the home dogs, like, come on out for a little bit. Cut loose, get out your comfort zone. And I also like the idea of, this Isla Fisher. She's, I'm sorry, Isla, of course. I always make that mistake.
It's easy to make that mistake.
Played Maggie.
Yeah, Isla Fisher. She's the collie. Again, another adorable dog, man. And I liked her story. She's her owner's an influencer, man, who of course is all about herself and clicks and whatnot. And she adopts a cute little dog and just starts neglecting her ass. And it's kind of making this poor dog mental, man. It's driving this dog crazy.
So Jenna said sit, which I did. But then I thought, wouldn't it be cute if I acted all confused and tilted my head like,
Oh, it is true. Pixie does it all the time. She does that move all the time. So
That's a toy.
you can say the same thing about Pixie. Yeah. Oh, the way she's treated it? Yeah.
No. I mean, that actual
look.
dog there is a toy.
Oh, yeah. but yeah, man. I like how they all get together and take Reggie on this adventure, man. Because Reggie's new to the world, and it's and I know you didn't like Will Ferrell as Reggie. I actually like Reggie, man, because Reggie's just naive, man.
Him at all.
Naive. Yeah.
And I actually did like that character, man. He doesn't know anything, and they take him out drinking for the first time. They take him out and show him how that street life is.
I mean, Reggie did feel like a real dog. Like, just how bad an owner treats his dog, the dog will still always love its owner.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Always
I
optimistic.
just couldn't stand Will Ferrell's voice acting.
Really?
It reminded me of that movie he was with Kevin Hart. Get
I was
Hard.
thinking about that Get Hard.
I'm like, that reminds me of Get Hard, man. I'm like,
I thought about that. I was thinking like, this is sort of that same dynamic.
Yeah.
like
No, I hear what you're saying.
Well, I always rely on the co-star.
And the dog's cussing is sometimes funny. I mean,
Sometimes.
yeah.
It's excessive, but sometimes it's funny.
Listen, I just found it funny when dogs get mad at each other. One of them says, "You." I laugh so hard when when I ain't gonna say who, but there's a couple of dogs that they get into it and they don't start growling and snarling at each other. One of them says, "Man, you." I thought that was funny, man. One of my favorite lines in here. Now you talking about cussing. One of my favorite lines when they go out into town to eat and they just waiting to get food Jamie Foxx sees somebody coming out with a pizza, like, drop the pizza, bitch. It's funny, man. I like that. And I love dogs, man. So I might be nitpicking a little bit here, but because I know it's silly.
Yeah, the movie's aimed towards you.
No, it is, man. It is.
I mean, if there's anything that the secret weapon this movie has is it's like showing you, especially you, the dog owner, there's stuff like, but when your dog loves to do shit like this, you're like, yeah, I know.
I know that. I'm doing that. Sometimes I get a little upset too, man. I like dogs. This might be a little nitpick thing here, but that is one of the things that bother me, man. I did not like watching these dogs eat all this garbage and everything. I didn't like that. Mark, because Martin.
You about to go into it?
Martin, it's not a nutritious meal.
Yeah.
Mark,
Yeah. No,
Come on, man.
No, I can smell that one.
It smelled like garbage, didn't it? Yeah, they're not eating a nutritious meal. I don't like that, especially when my dogs are eating healthy food every day, like the farmer's dog right here,
wow,
man.
it's perfect.
Yeah. No, I've been planning this all week, yo. I'm like, ooh, there's anything good about this movie. I get to talk about this dog food with this. The farmer's dog, man. With the farmer's dog, I am very happy that my dogs are eating healthy, especially when I've been traveling a lot lately, and I have to get food for them quickly, from the grocery store. And a lot of that food is not that good.
Yeah.
But thanks to farmer's dog, the food that's designed just for them. You tell them about your dog, you tell them the weight, you tell them the breed, and they just start figuring out what food is best for your dog to give them healthy breath, a healthy coat. And this is going to sound crazy, and I'm not lying, but their poop, it makes their poop so much, it's like they designed this for their poop to be easier to clean. But that food is delivered to my door every month, and it's a lot. I'm covered. I ain't got to go to the grocery store. I don't have to order all that bad food for them from the grocery store. And when I leave town, I have somebody watch them. I'm put at ease knowing that they are eating the healthy food that is made just for them. I was gonna take a picture of it in my refrigerator, but even the food comes packaged with their name on it. And they already tell you how to portion it out to feed them. Yeah, man. Like I said, they deliver very fresh and healthy dog food, and it's very highly recommended by vets out there because it's nutritionally balanced. And it's actually, and I know some people gonna laugh at this, but it is important. It's made from human grade ingredients. So it's, if anything happens where I run out of food, you're not gonna go eat this. I don't know if that's true or not. I ain't sure. But I ain't telling people to eat the food. No, don't do that. But
Corey told me to do it.
Yeah, Double Toasted told me to dog food. No, don't do that. But I'm just saying that it's actually made from human grade ingredients, and it's made in safe and clean kitchens and conditions. You have traditionally dry and wet food options. I get wet food for them because that's what they really like. But you can get dry food also. That's good for their teeth too. And, like I said, they measure the portions out for you. The Farmer's Dog, it's high quality food that's designed just for your pet. Help keep your dog happy and healthy for all of your adventures together with the Farmer's Dog. And it's going to be very healthy to your budget too, because here's what I'm going to do for you. You can get 50% off your first box at thefarmersdog.com/toasted. So I want to thank the Farmer's Dog for sponsoring this portion of the show, and I thank all of you out there for your support. Another thing I can say with this is that everybody's having fun with the voice work. I will say that. I don't know if how many of them got to ad lib, but it's very childish dialogue. So I mean, when you're doing it, it can be a lot of fun. So it sounds like they're actually having a lot of fun with this. And I would say Isla Fisher and Jamie Foxx. I agree with y'all. Jamie Foxx is, man,
he's the best.
Yeah, and you said it the best, Martin. You said that he just knows how, his delivery is so good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
You can tell They Clone Tyrone.
Yeah.
His delivery.
Oh, he was the best.
He's the best.
clone.
Best character.
Oh, I loved it. And I will say something else about this movie, man. I like Will Forte, the actor. I actually interviewed him one time. Nice guy, but this movie made me hate him, man. I wanted them to bite his dick off so bad. If this was a better movie, he'd be a contender for villain of the year. He might still be. Wow, man.
Asshole.
I just hated this guy, man. Whether he has a redemption in this or not, you'll have to find out for yourself. But I would say I couldn't stand him. I hated him, man. I was like, damn.
But that's because you're a dog owner.
Man, what?
No. Well, I said that wrong. I said that wrong. I'll take it back.
Should any dog be treated like? Should anything be treated like this by this man?
No.
Come on now.
He was
I like the way he says it.
He's a complete jackass. I know.
What were you saying?
I take it back. Take it.
What were you saying?
I take it.
That's how you say. No, don't. You know what? Don't say it to me. Say it to Pixie. What you just said.
Pixie.
Don't touch me. I tell you what barely saves the movie for me, and I'm talking about barely. The cussing and the profanity and the sex jokes, that might be a gimmick, but in the end, it's not mean-spirited.
That's true.
There's probably one part in here that is very mean-spirited, and they felt bad about it. They felt real bad about it. But for the most part, the characters, they do care for each other, and they form that bond even more as the movie goes on. It ends on a surprisingly very sweet note. There are clever moments in this movie. There are moments in here where it's actually, I'm talking about how this is a gimmick and it's not that good and it's all cussing and profanity and sex jokes, but there are just spattered spots. It's very spotty, but there are clever moments in this movie. And I thought, wow, man, if we had more of that would be great.
Chester!
You got it!
Yeah! Damn!
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
no,
really
that
funny,
had me
man.
laughing.
And there are moments
See,
like that.
See, as much as you getting upset with stuff with the dogs, I got upset about that because you can see that box on his neck.
You know what's coming.
You know what's coming. I know, but I did laugh. There's a you know, and they have certain dogs in here, different kind of dogs that they describe, and that's kind of clever. They just don't do anything with them, you know, because every time they do something clever like what I just showed you right here, it's upstaged, piled on, and sidetracked by all the other stuff in the movie that's not that good, man. So anyway, to wrap it up for me, it's a rental. Probably leaning on low, but it's a rental.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. It's one of those. It's actually better than I thought it was going to be. Damn. Because honestly, like when I saw that trailer, I was like, oh.
I know, I was too. Yeah, I was right there with you, man.
But yeah, and yeah, it's something about hearing Will Ferrell's voice. I get where you're coming from, but I thought he was good here. I thought he really worked well. Yeah, that whole thing with them humping and all that stuff. It's like, and how long are we gonna linger on this?
I know, I hated that, man.
Yeah.
I hated that. Like, really, there's a good 75 to 80% of this movie that I just hate. I'm surprised I'm even able to give this a rental.
I'm about to say.
I'm on like 50 that I hate and another 25 that I didn't think was that good.
That's very diplomatic. Yes.
Yeah, and then 25 I was like, this is funny.
Mm-hmm.
This is what's keeping me from wanting to walk out. But it's also the thing that makes you go, why can't you do more of this?
Yeah.
You could. Man, y'all could have gave this script another pass.
It's just lazy, man.
Yeah. And with the talent involved, it makes it even more egregious that they didn't do that. But I'm with you, man. It's a rental, kind of on the low side. It's one of those where, man, if you didn't have to leave your house and it was on an afternoon, you could just watch it. Like I'm saying rental, I'm more like, well, if it streams on a surface that you already paid for.
It's on Max. It's already there.
Not one of those like it's on VOD and I got to pay $14 to see it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, right there. Yeah, like I said, I'm rental, but I'm leaning on low. But you know, I'll tell you this much: it was a Rotten Tomato score. I'm saying some positive things about it, but it would still be a splat. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm there with both of you guys. The only thing that for me that kind of saves this movie is just Jamie Foxx and just how funny Jamie Foxx was as a character here. I'll give some positives out, man. Though all four of those all together, I thought the chemistry was really well with all four of them. It really felt like they were actually a family, and I really did enjoy like the road trip that they were going on. But everything else just kind of was dull to me. Like the comedy is good in some areas, but some areas are like, all right, you're pushing this. It's not as funny as I think it is. This is a low rental.
Yeah, there you go. All right, y'all. There you go. Yeah. Nasty dog. My baby ain't got no nasty mouth like those dogs. She's sweet.
When you ain't around.
I know. Who knows? She's probably humping everything in this room.
Yeah. Talking to Mojo. Get your lazy ass up, you piece of shit.
Probably talking about me. That motherfucker better go. Yeah, I almost said she got a good mouth, but you're not going to be taking her off.
Oh, it would be.
Want to check out my peanut butter jars.